So I get comments when I do 3D printing demonstrations someplace about how, well, you know, once you create that shape, once you create that file, can't you just keep pushing the button, you know, and it'll just keep spitting them out? It really doesn't work that way. And this little sculpture right here, this is a good case in point. This is a bronze. It's not poured, it's actually printed. So it's 80% bronze and 20% PLA. And I created this little shape, you know, on my desktop computer with my CAD program. And I printed this one out with my 3D printer that sits in my office by my computer. And what happened when I blew this sculpture up a little, just made it a little bigger, a little wider, a little taller. So even though it's exactly the same file, I just expanded it. You know, I made this one bigger. Look at what happened to the two pieces. You know, this one is much darker, this one is much lighter. It's the same shape, you know, it's the same file, but two totally different looking prints. And really that just fits right in with my philosophy as far as 3D printing goes, is I don't want to print the same thing over and over again. You know, I'm not a factory, I'm not a cookie cutter here. You know, I want to do individual pieces. I want to make, you know, stuff that looks good. I want to make stuff that pleases me and hopefully pleases you also. And that's how a series gets started. You know, once you can take a maquette and you can blow it up into a larger scale, well, then you start looking at it, you know, even as I'm building it, I'll look at it and go, oh, wait a minute. You know, if I take that shape and I kind of twist it a little this way, or I move it a little that way, or what happens if I add an extra little panel in here? And then all of a sudden I have a series now. You know, I have a whole different set of the same quote unquote sculpture that has grown, it's evolved, you know, it's changed from, you know, its beginning shape to, well, who knows? Who knows how it ends up? But of course there is actually a precedent for, you know, repeating a sculpture over and over and over and over again. You know, where you make your sculpture out of like clay and you go down to a foundry and they make a mold and then they pour a bronze. Well, now you have that mold. You know, you can make more and more and more and more of them. But I just don't like to do that. You know, I like individual sculptures. I like one-off sculptures. Even if it's the same shape, it's going to be a different size. It's going to be a different material. You know, it's going to be a different texture. Like even with this 3D printer, because it's an open machine, you know, it's not completely enclosed. It's not temperature controlled. Because of just the way the machine is built, you know, even just like having the lights on in the room is going to make a slight difference in the overall air temperature, and that's going to change the way the surface looks. It's going to change the way the print is going. You know, with this 3D printer, you really can't get exactly the same sculpture over and over and over again. You know, you really can't just push a button and keep pushing it and have exactly the same thing pop out every single time. So I hope that gives you a few extra little insights into 3D printing and, you know, where my twisted mind goes with all of this. So I'm going to pay attention to what I have going on here, and I'll see y'all next time. You're really not going to ask me what I'm doing right now, are you?